Hi guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing a comparison video of the Candyman Farewell to the Flesh figure. And yeah, so it's going to be a comparison of uh, that version, Candyman Farewell to the Flesh, and it's going to be a comparison between three versions of that figure from obviously the Candyman Farewell to the Flesh film. Probably maybe too many, because there's three Candyman Farewell to the Flesh figures and one Day of the Dead figure, and not one single figure of the Candyman from the first film, which is very, very strange. And I'm guessing it's all to do with licensing, or for some strange reason, if it isn't, and there's no figure from the first movie, which makes that very, very strange indeed. Yeah, but bizarrely, yeah. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really make any sense at all. Why there would need to be three figures of the same version, and not one of the first, and then just only one of Day of Dead, which is, yeah. But as I said, it's either one or the other. Licensing thing, or yeah, they just wanted to keep making Farewell to the Flesh figure. I don't know, maybe they thought it was just the best version, I don't know, but yeah, strange. And then recently, tots, Trick or Treat Studios, Screen Tots just decided to make one in their Screen Greats series of Candyman Farewell to the Flesh figure, their version, and to add to the other, to add to two more versions of that figure that, that wasn't really needed. So really, they shouldn't have, they didn't really need to make one, to be honest, because there was two already out there. And as a guess, again, maybe it is to do with a licensing thing. Maybe they wanted to do their version tots, and maybe they just, as I said, it wasn't. Maybe it isn't licensing thing, and they just couldn't do it, and they just thought, oh, the only one we could do is a Farewell to the Flesh figure, so we'll just have to make that one. They probably should just. I mean, to be honest, Screen Greats line, I don't think it's that great. To be honest, the figures don't, to me, don't seem great. They're very basic, and they're not really that accurate. So I don't really know why they decided to do that line. And really, there was no need for it, really, because they'd brought out Myers, which has already been done by neca and McFarlane, and they brought out this, which has already been done by McFarlane and neca, obviously, and Meko. Or Mego, or whatever it is. So there was no need for it, really. But yeah, anyway, so let's just get right to it and do the comparison. Now, we'll do it in this order because this is the first Candyman I actually got, the Meko one, or Mego or Meko, some other name for it. This was the first one I got. I don't know if this was released first. I think the neca one, the neca closed, cloth or closed version, was brought out first. But I'm going to go for the one that I got first, which is the first Candyman, for obviously Farewell to the Flesh. Actually, this actually does look more or less like the one from the first film, rather than the other. So I guess in a way you could use it because the jacket's done up. I guess you could use it for the first one because there isn't a first one, even though it's supposed to be from the second one. You can see it's from Farewell to the Flesh. Got the white shirt underneath. But yeah, this is the first Candyman I've got. Now, going on comparison. First of all, I mean, the figure itself is not best figure in the world. Meko don't do probably the best figures. I mean, they're probably ones that are probably best left in the packaging if you're going to collect them, probably. I mean, display-wise, they don't stand up very well at all. My one I've got displayed leaning against the mirror on my horror table, so you know it just won't stand on its own without support, and there's no support stand that you can get to display it on because it's got no holes, so you can't put it on anything either. So yeah, you have to either have it resting against something. But yeah, probably best if you're going to collect these to have it, leave them in the packaging. But I've got mine out because I've got it in the Candyman display, section of figures. So yeah, as I said, it's not the greatest one when you compare it to the neca one. It is, quality. You can see the difference in the neca one, way better. Head sculpt wise, yeah, the neck one is way better. I'm not sure if that looks like Tony Todd really. That's sort of more of an animated version. I've got the other head sculpt on there at the moment. Probably other head sculpt looks way better. But I've got that one with the beads coming out of the mouth on that one. Looks quite cool. But yeah, the head sculpt is not that great. Tots one is not that great either. Doesn't really look like Tony Todd. That's what I didn't feel. I think it looks more like O.J. Simpson, to be honest. Doesn't really look like Tony Todd. However, or at least the other head sculpt does look like Tony Todd, and probably that looks more. That one looks more like O.J. Simpson, but I think that one looks maybe more like Tony. But that don't think does look like Tony. I don't think. I think that looks more like Tony. But the other one, the other head sculpt I've got, does look more like Tony. Yeah, so the head sculpt on this is alright, but not that great. Now, body is. I mean, the jacket is not accurate at all, because Farewell to the Flesh has the one with a black jacket and brown sort of on the outs, on the insidey bit, and even the Tots one has that brown section of the jacket, whereas the mego one doesn't. That's why I'm feeling it's more. I wonder if this is a mistake, and this is actually supposed to be from the first film, but I don't know. It says Farewell to the Flesh on the actual packaging, but then they got the jacket wrong, because it's supposed to have brown, and because it's from Farewell to the Flesh, but it hasn't. Strange. So the jacket is completely wrong on it. Head sculpt, not that great. Jacket is completely wrong. As you see, it's supposed to have brown on it. And yeah, the figure itself is not that great because it doesn't stand up. Yeah, oh, it's got a white shirt on, but not that great. The hook is not that great, the detail either. It's quite basic and not that great. Well, if you can compare it to the one on the neca one, which is pretty cool and good, and even actually, to be fair, the one on the Tots one is quite cool, and to be fair, the hook looks quite good on that, to be honest. Even if the head sculpt looks like O.J. Simpson, the hook looks pretty good, and the neca one is really good, but the mecha one is not very good. So yeah, it's not the greatest figure, but it's okay. But I think probably one to leave in the packaging if you're gonna collect that one. But I mean, it's cool for the price. It only cost me about £20. So yeah. Now we go on to the neca one, which is probably arguably either the best one. It's either between this one or the McFarlane one, to be honest. They're both very good figures. Probably the two best ones. This one and the McFarlane one, the Candyman. But this is a very good Candyman closed version. It's a very good. It's got Very good head sculpt. This is one with the bees, but there's one with just, one that is just looking normal, like Tony Todd, which is a very good head sculpt. But I decided to have it one with the bees because I wanted to have different ones on display. I didn't want them to all look the same, so I decided to have it one with the bees coming out of the mouth, and it looks really good. There's very good detail on that with the bees coming out of the mouth. Looks really, really good. And the head sculpt is just way, way better than the others. And the one on McFarlane is very good as well, but yeah, it's very, very good. And a very good likeness to Tony Todd, the actor. And the jacket is 100% accurate because it's got the brown on it, where the other two, well, the other one has, but not as good as this jacket. This jacket's very good. Hook is very, very good. The others is not so good. Jacket is very good. Figure itself is actually good. It doesn't stand that very well on its own. I need to stand it. I've got it on sort of like a, like a little base thing. Doesn't really stand up very well on its own. So it has to be balanced on a stand. The figure itself, as I said, is good. Detail is very, very good with that chest piece where he's been attacked by the bees and eaten alive. It's very, very good indeed. And the other two don't even have that, so that just shows you the quality of neca. And obviously it's closed as well, which is pretty good. As I said, the figure is good. The hook is very, very good, as the other two ain't. Head sculpt's good. Jacket's good, the figure is good, base is good. And the clothes is cool as well. And yeah, you get some really good movements from it as well. Good articulation. And overall, all good, good, good. No issues for me on that neca one, to be honest. And then we come on to the last one, which is the Tots Scream Greats Candyman feel well to the fresh figure, which, as I said, I talked about the head sculpt, which doesn't look, I mean, I suppose, well, actually, I don't know, looks a bit, but I was leaning towards sort of O.J. Simpson, not more Tony Todd. But yeah, it's alright, I guess. Yeah, but not too bad. As I said, the jacket is alright, but probably neca one is way, way better. But you know, it's a black jacket with brown on it, so you know that is right. The hook is actually pretty good. It is maybe not as good as neca one, but it's pretty good to be fair. You know, even if the actual figure itself is not that good, the hook is pretty good. And the only disappointing thing about this is, right, it's a nice size, it's quite tall, but there's not many much. As I said, the jacket is alright, the hook's good. Body, you can't, it's all solid, you can't open it up. It's all just solid. The body, you know, it's all one thing, one bit of plastic, or whatever it is, you know, solid plastic or whatever, so you can't open the jacket up, so there's no detail on that, so that's downside. The articulation is not very good. Can only move, the only thing that's moved is head and the arms up and down. You can't move them side to side, you can't move the legs, you can't move the body, you can't open up the jacket to see inside any detail, and so that's disappointing. It's all solid, but yeah, as I said, it's quite, Tots went for quite something basic where there's not a lot of detail on it and just really, really basic, but they shouldn't have really made the line to begin with. You know, if it wasn't going to be anything of any good standard, you know, there was no point in making it. And also, no point in making it because there was already two for Will to the Flesh figures. You know, at least if they was going to make it, make one from the first film or another Day of the Dead Cat film. You know, something different. Why go for something there's already two other versions? But yeah, it's not great. But as I said, head sculpt is alright, but not sure if I'm getting Tony Todd from that. Hook's good. Jacket is accurate, but it's disappointing that there's no articulation. It doesn't move like the others, and yeah, it's just not great. But yeah, neca one I think is definitely the best out of the three. And that's going to be it, guys. I'll do it I'm not sure if anyone's done this before, but I've got to do it now that I've got all 3 versions. And yeah, just give it something to watch and to look at, and I'll do my version on this. So guys, that's going to be it from this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more vids, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a really good Halloween. Take care, bye for now, see you soon.